Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wolf and welcome back to our Let's Play of Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Continuing Smackbang where we left off, we're trying to do that side quest for Pritchard. But there seems to be one little problem. I can't seem to mark it properly. Oh, there we go, Go Sue Cola. Okay, now I can mark it. I don't know why it didn't let us do that in the previous video. We're probably going to have a chat with this guy.
I saw your goons again. Why did they take her? She is the victim here.
Mr. Stanek, she confessed to the crime. She made the bombs. Hundreds of people were killed. And now she's accepting the consequences of her actions.
But they manipulated her, corrupted her.
No, they didn't.
But
I'm sorry.
But shut the fuck up and get out of here. Get a haircut, mate.
You're right. I know. You did what you could. Thank you, Mr. Jensen.
You ungrateful prick. Okay, let's
Keeping an eye on you, Aug.
Let's save a little bit. Let's sneaky around this corner. Right in their blind spot. Woo! Is there anything for me to take from here? There's nothing, mate. What the fuck kind of cops? Oh, yeah, let's not worry about that. I'm not gonna do that again. I thought at most they might go, but fire out. It's like you can open the boot, you can have a look around. They don't give a shit. But as soon as you take something out of there, it's like they lose their fucking minds. What the hell? It's like, oh, that guy looks like he's about to steal something. It's like, well, we better let him continue to look like he's about to steal something.
Adam, it's Arya. I just heard what happened. God, right outside your apartment?
What happened outside my apartment?
Someone got all their implants torn out. Was left to bleed to death in the alley. When I first heard where it was, I thought...
I'm fine, Arya. It wasn't me.
Be careful going home. It's not the first one of these I've heard about.
Ooh, okay. That's a tiny bit worrying. Let's do that. Why is it making me go in the fucking sewers to speak to Cola? Let's go this way. I'm a bit too curious about this one to let it slide, so let's go take a look at it. I think there's a little bit of a connection between Jensen and Arya. That's a good sign.
Did you see what they did?
I am police, move aside.
Why are we drawn to this?
Know who? By now?
Johnny's not going anywhere. What's your hurry?
I
You
was
can't
able
let
to
them
say
get
more
away. You have to
business.
tell us.
I know all about our orders.
Go to the police. I
Do
get
me
it.
a favor.
protect me.
At least.
Let's have a chat with her. Let's see what's going on here.
I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
Holy shit.
Do you have any idea who she was?
No, I've never seen her before. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Aug victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I work with someone else, another agency.
I work with someone else. Another agency.
That's perfect. You outrank the police?
Depends who you ask.
The detective here, he's not willing. I got the feeling he doesn't care.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
Oh, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
Sympathize. I don't know if that's going to help.
Natural to be scared.
And you understand. I don't want to get involved if I don't have to.
Sure, I understand. You don't know anyone here. But there's a chance this could happen again. The more you're willing to cooperate with the police, the better the odds of catching whoever's responsible.
I know. It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an Aug.
Okay, I'll accept.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Talk to you about what happened.
How come she talks to him and not to me?
Nothing sus. What's that?
Pretty obvious what
Oh, they're just markers. Okay.
Fuck, well,
But she was.
It's yours. Don't divide the cost.
Can I examine the body?
That was right, that shit.
She was stabbed with something. A screwdriver of some sort. The eyes being rolled back suggests she was having hanky-panky when it all happened.
Nothing else to say.
Yep. I know what we've got here. We've got a case of an orgasm gone wrong. You like that, huh? Huh? Not helping because they're augmented, huh? What's this? The fuck is this? Studio bag? Does this look like a studio to you? Huh? Mate? Mate? Yeah, that's what I thought. You go do shit. Let's say for like the 50 millionth time.
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
You're giving the cops here too much credit. Let's see. Let's relate.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forgo any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know, it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
Alright. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation.
Ah, good on
Crime
him.
scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was gonna work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
All right, done deal. Let's do it, guys. We're working on this case now.
Careful of the evidence.
So let's examine the bruises.
Who do they think they are?
Bruises on Angela Gunn's neck are recent. Looks like the killer strangled her and even left a partial fingerprint. Can I get a scan of this fingerprint? Needle? Yeah. There was a piece of a broken needle sticking out of Angela Gunn's right shoulder.
Just because Monte trusts him doesn't mean I do.
Optional, exhaust all evidence.
Keep giving you...
Man, is that guy hitting me, the cunt? Wait, what's going on in here?
updates every...
For fuck's sake. Bruises. Needle.
2 minutes.
Are you alright there, cunt? You want to move out of the fucking way so I can do my job? What's this? Ooh, the murder victim's press ID card. Okay, she was a reporter. So we have to find out what she was reporting. There are cutting marks above Angela's arm. Looks like she had an augment that was forcibly removed.
I think he found something.
Okie dokie, we're going like full Batman detective shit going on here. EMP, ooh.
Away from the crime scene, sir.
There's broken glasses. Looks like part of a pair of glasses. Okay. This is one more piece of evidence here.
These assholes try anything.
The only way I'm continuing this conversation is over a beer.
Okay, let me save a second. Aha, here we go. A ripped out augmentation. Whoever did this didn't seem too keen to keep it for themselves. They just wanted to separate it from the body. Interesting. Okay, let's have a save. I was going to talk to her. That's why I wanted to save. Let's have a chat with her now.
I have some questions for you.
I will cooperate. You have promised to help, and so I will try to help as well.
Okay, how did the attack happen? What was the killer
How
doing?
did the attack happen? What was the killer doing?
He was on top of her, gutting the evil out. That's what he called it. I mean, I think.
So you heard his voice?
Very clearly, yes. He sounded confident, authoritarian, like a general commanding troops.
What did he say exactly?
It is time to make you whole again.
What does the killer look like?
Can you remember anything about what the killer looks like?
To be honest, I saw more of the shadow than the man. I remember he was very big. The shadow, it covered everything.
So you can't describe him?
Not the face, no. His clothes, he was wearing something very dark, black, maybe blue.
Was he augmented?
He moved like an augmented man, but I can't say for sure.
Okay.
What were you doing here?
I was looking for Starlight, my cat. There was lightning and suddenly this flash of certainty. That's when I knew something awful was happening.
The EMP.
Where were you exactly?
In the shadows. My head was down. I couldn't move. Oh, God. Stupid Daria. I shouldn't have gone out today. The energies were all wrong.
Okay, yeah, so the EMP went off and that set her off. I was just about to say, this detective stuff that's going on in the game, this is a whole lot better than the entirety of L.A. Noire.
Is there anything else I should know about you?
You want to know about Daria? What is there to tell? Small town girl came to the big city to escape her problems, to try and become someone else.
Did it work?
Not really. You can't escape yourself. You can't just come to a big city and expect all your problems to seem smaller. It doesn't work that way.
Alright, now let's see. What about police? Why is it you don't trust the police to take care of this case?
Why is it you don't trust the police to take care of this case?
I have bad memories of the police.
What kind of memories?
Get calls I didn't want. Tickets I didn't deserve. The policemen here are worse than children. Former captains of high school sports teams who will never recapture their years of glory.
I was captain of the debate team in high school.
Yes, well, debate is different.
Montag. What's your take on Montag? You ever met him?
What's your take on Montag? You ever meet him before tonight?
I went to the station once, years ago, to complain about the ticket. Detective Montag is the one they send you to handle the paperwork.
How'd he do?
He did fine. The point is, he's a desk jockey. Look at him, he's lost out here. The cops who know how to catch killers, they're not the ones sent to investigate murdered Augs.
Okay, I think we're just about ready to leave for this one. So I'm readjusting my fucking,
I'm gonna do what I
got
can.
wires running all over my freaking body now.
Good luck.
I'm augmented. No, I'm kidding. Okay. So which one do we want to go to? Where's the... oh, holy shit. So we got the ID card. Oh, lordy. Let's, I hate having those little numbers showing up because it makes it look like I found something different.
City run by criminals and scum.
What the fuck? Someone's trying to communicate with me. Is it Janus?
I have found you. Now you must find me, Adam. Please, help.
Holy shit. Let's not go there just yet. Let's continue with what we're doing. Okay, that's him.
Human Restoration Act.
Where you going?
Well, there you have it, folks.
Quit screwing around.
Just having a little bit of a look around your apartment, sir. Don't mind me, just excuse me. Can't see nothing. Let's have a chat with him.
From Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair,
Doesn't look
unbiased,
heavily
and
augmented.
reporting. And now for a
Where
close
you
look
going?
at the events making headlines around the world.
We need to talk, buddy.
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
Should have just taken some of his own wine from the
That's
kitchen.
right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
I think you know which one, and I think you know exactly why I'm here. Her body was found in an alley. The dead one. The one whose body they found torn apart by some animal. Should I confront him? I'll confront him, yeah.
The dead one. The one whose body they found torn apart by some animal.
She has a name, you know. Angie to those who knew her, Angela to you.
So you did know already.
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
Bell tower. I'm sure you won't mind if I look around.
I'm sure you won't mind if I look around.
Whatever you say.
Find compelling evidence. Okay, we can do that. What's this? Ebook. This is evidence! Wait, what's this? By Johnny Gunn for Angie. What the fuck?
Where you going?
Where's this stereo coming from? Come on, we gotta make sure we find the evidence and we gotta find it fast-ish.
Quit screwing around.
Medical referral form. Dear Mr. Gunn, can augmented hands itch? The sensations you're describing are not possible. Was a good year for hands. It's no more possible for your knuckles to itch than your palms to sweat or your fingers to leave prints. These things cannot happen. Given the model you have installed, it strikes me that you continue avoiding the greater problem, i.e. the bell tower had you augmented against your will. I'm afraid there's no cream I can prescribe for that. Ideally, I would refer you to my colleagues. If you're interested in speaking to her, let me know. Keep that in mind, your assurance expired. Wait, so it says, so you can't leave fingerprints? Because we read that from the evidence, so there's no possibility that he strangled.
Must be tripping.
That he strangled her. Because remember, there were fingerprints. If we bring up the evidence, if we story items, if we bring up the evidence, it says the bruises looks like the killer strangled her and even left a partial fingerprint. So I don't think that it was him. He may have had the hand twitch. But yeah, I don't think it was him who did it. Because if his hands can't leave fingerprints... Yeah, see, both hands are augmented. So it definitely wasn't... It wasn't that. So let's have a chat with him.
Why are you still here?
I found a note from your doctor. You lost your hands in New South Wales.
I got new hands in New South Wales, is the way they sold it to me.
Whatever else the killer did to her, Angela was strangled. Whoever did it left a partial print on
thank
her
God.
neck,
So Jensen was the one that
which,
figured that out.
apparently, you're not capable of.
Fingerprints are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. You'll find not having them allows you to be so much more effective.
They did it so you can kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
Let's see. Let's sympathize.
I'm sorry for what Bell Tower did to you.
Don't be. They gave me tools they wanted me to have. That it was in their interest for me to have. But the decision to use them, that was all me. Now, if you don't mind, I'd very much like to be left alone. You got me mixed up with someone else. Happens all the time.
Okay, well that doesn't help. Where are we going now?
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
That's okay. I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's. Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Let's ask you.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
Let's see, arrest. You only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an organ that your bosses want him to go down.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an aug, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and...
This guy looks like fucking Hitler.
You and me. Because the thought of
he's got to shave his moustache down a little bit.
Scares the shit out of me.
I kind of just realized, what if he ripped her arm off and used the arm to strangle her? Fuck, I didn't think of that.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
Let's go prejudice.
People hold a hell of a grudge against Augs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? Aug or no Aug.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power.
Yep.
A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
Okay, let's continue.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Let's see.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Let's go Daria's
I
testimony.
spoke to Daria. She's able to confirm that the suspect is male. Other than that, she's all over the place. I think she's pretty shaken up.
Yeah, well, can't blame her. I would be too. You seem to have made a good impression, though. Ever since you got here, she seems different, calmer. You know, I met my first wife over a crime scene. Let me give you a very important piece of advice, eh? Never marry the ones you save.
Alrighty then.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
Okay, let's go back. Okay, let's
Did
ask.
the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
Okay, so let's see. Fingerprints. Broken needle, yeah.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe, but keep in mind she was an Aug. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pulse shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
Let's talk about the fingerprint.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
We can't because...
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the aug removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobodka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and aug removal.
Okay.
Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
Okay, so we have to go back. Oh, fucking hell.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
Still better than L.A. Noire.
A dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the aug riots, anti-aug riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
At least we're pointing out that it might not have been
I found
Johnny.
this piece of glass near the body. Pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
And the press ID.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
Man, you're fucking useless. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go... complete, yep.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
Jesus fucking Christ. Exonerate. Let's go, never mind.
Actually,
Don't over...
Okay, so what we're gonna do, Jesus Christ, we're gonna, optional, the evidence I found reminds of another murder. Because I don't think it was Johnny, like, but I can't
Who do they think they are?
jump to conclusions just yet. I just hopped on the non-augmented side. I want to see if anything changes, if anything goes differently. Mad. Ah, that's cool. So it does factor that in. I like how the little kid just doesn't give a shit.
Už takhle jsme sem přišli o 2 roky později.
We're in this together. Consider your actions.
Ooh, someone was looking at me.
Oh, quick, that's all.
Is there a way in for me? Oh. What the fuck is he saying? Let's use the hacking. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Quick, 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 quick.
Access granted.
The Aug one?
See, they don't see me using the computer, so... Okay, we're gonna quickly read the emails. Wait, what? There's a strange man in my neighborhood. Is there a way for me to read that without bringing trouble? Let's see how long it takes a great detective to crack this one. Ooh. No one down here, right? Okay, let's have a bit of a save. Now, let's see what files we have to look for. They're archivables. Ooh, what are you? Yeah, we'll get some combat rifle ammo. Anything here? What's this? It's just a cell. Also just a cell. The fuck are we gonna find the files? They're all throwables. They're not like anything that I can use. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, calm down. I'm about to do that. Let's, grenade launcher, EMP grenades. Ooh, let's take... Ooh, okay. Name, Leonie Wolfer, aka Jasmine, age 31. Club Asimov, augmented strip club prostitution. Second breath, recovering alcoholic. Catatonic, cat grooming school. Crime scene, traces of EMP. Okay. Augments removed, body discovered. Strands of fur. Partial prints left around the throat area, and they were drugged. Same as last year's Harvester killing. Prints found on the throat in conjunction with the witness testimony ultimately led to the capture and execution of Marek Svabotka, aka the Harvester. Okay, yeah, this copycat killer. Oh, okay, so a select few knew about it. That's worrisome. Now, what can we steal while we're in here? Okay, let's have a chat with this Montag guy. Say before we do. I should just call him Adolf.
Enjoying yourself, detective.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news.
I'm gonna exonerate Johnny.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
Let's be, it's a copycat.
This was the work of a Harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger. Someone's out there pretending to be a dead serial killer.
I see you looked into that old case I pointed you toward.
The MO is a perfect match. I read the notes and I compared them to this murder.
Excuse me,
the two victims were killed by the same person. I'm sure of it.
All right. Let's say that's true. That doesn't necessarily exclude Johnny. It just means he's killed more than one person.
I'm just telling you what I found.
No, you're interpreting what you found. Trying to sway my opinion. But if you really want to convince me of something, you need to keep talking.
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Bam.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
What happens if it was the witness?
Hey, rookie! Get over here!
Interpol.
Time
Who
to
do they
wrap
think
this
they
up.
are?
Because they said they found fur on the other one.
Let's call it a night. Get someone to pick her up.
What do we do about Johnny Gunn?
Forget him for now. Forget everything.
Sir?
I have no idea who did this, and neither do you. That may scare the shit out of me, and it may piss some people off, but it's the truth.
Yes, sir.
And would someone please get me a damn coffee?
Okay, so we... Okay, so that was pretty much the end for that one. I was hoping we would actually find the killer, but that doesn't look like we will. Anyways, I'm going to end that video there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching that. What's this? I can go 110. You know what? I'm going to get this... What else can I get through here? Hang on. Smart vision. Let's save up for remote hacking. I'm going to save up for that. So we won't spend this point. I'm saving up for remote hacking. Anyways. Oh, what was this?
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
I don't know who killed Angela Gunn, but I do know it wasn't an isolated case.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Okay, I reckon there's something odd with that one. But yeah, I'm going to end that one there. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as usual, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next video.